Okay, so now let's start with the speaking test by the National English Language Testing System. So my name is Chris. I'll be your practice examiner today. Please tell me your full name. Please tell me your name.
My name is Mon.
Full name.
Full name Hermone.
Okay, so what should I call you? Do you have a nickname or can I call you Mon?
Yes.
Okay, so Mon, let's start with part one. Now, part of the speaking test is to get to know more about yourself, including your preferences. So, Mon, for part one, I'll be asking you questions about your hometown, the place where you were born. Okay, so it's either the place where you live or the place where you were born. Okay, so where is your hometown, Mon?
Hometown.
Yes. Where is your hometown? Do you live in Hanoi City, a
Um,
nearby province?
I'm living in Đắk Lắk.
Daklak province.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me about your hometown? Tell me more about Daklak. Is it big, small? What can people do there? What can we see there? Tell me
Um,
about your hometown.
hometown is
Yes, Mon. Okay. Is Daklak big or small?
big.
It's big. Okay. Are there any popular places in Daklak province?
Yes.
What are those? Can you tell me one? Yes, Mon. Is there any popular places in Daklak? Are there any popular places in Daklak? Okay, Mon, now let's proceed to part two. Now, in this part, I'll be asking you to talk about a certain topic, okay? So, Mon,
Yes.
for part two, please check your chat box. Okay, can you see the question in the chat box? Okay, so Mon, for part two, you have to describe someone you know who loves cooking. You should say who this person is, how you know him or her, what kinds of food he or she cooks, and you have to explain why you think this person loves cooking. Got it, got it, Mon? Okay, so Mon, listen, I will give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute to think and prepare for your answer. So you have pen and paper? If you have pen and paper, you can write some notes, words, you can write your answers, but not sentences. So that would be for 1 minute. And then later on, I will give you the next 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Okay? So your
Yeah.
minute to prepare starts now.
I don't know. Is
There's a question in the chat box. There's a question. You have to describe someone. Check your chat box, Mon. Okay, you have to describe someone you know who loves cooking, a person you know who loves to cook. So you should say who this person is. Is it your mother, your father, your family, or a friend? How you know him or her? What kinds of food he or she cooks? And you have to explain why you think this person loves cooking. That's the question, okay? And then, Mon, I will give you 1 minute to think and prepare for your answer. So you can write some words, can write your answers on a piece of paper. Okay, so your minute to prepare starts now.
Who
Not
this
yet. Just prepare, Mon. Just prepare.
um this person is my mom. How you know him or her?
What kinds of food? What kinds of food she cooks?
It is a noodle. Fish and and phở. Yes.
So why does she loves cooking? She loves cooking because
She loves cooking because uh love the family and
okay, so Mon, now let's proceed to part 3. Now, in this part, I'll be asking you questions related to the topic in part 2. So for question number 1, okay, so Mon, why do people cook for others? Again, why do people cook for others?
um because is to show love.
To show love.
Yes.
What else?
And health reasons.
And health reasons.
Yes.
Okay, another question. Is it important to have a meal together with your family? Again, is it important to have a meal together with your family?
Um, yes. Um, it's very important.
Because
Um, because so good,
it's so good and
so good, and
it's so good and yes, Mon, it's so good and
so good, and
okay, so Mon, that's the end of the speaking test for today's coaching. Now let's proceed to feedback. Okay, so let's talk about your overall performance for today's speaking coaching. Now, Mon, first things first is that especially for the speaking test, you have to improve your vocabulary. Okay, that's the first thing that you need to do for now. You should prioritize improving your vocabulary because, of course, as you know, for the speaking test, you have to answer different kinds of questions, and it'll be difficult for you if you have limited vocabulary. So, what you have to do is to learn a lot of English words, even the simple ones. Okay? So, there is no need to learn those difficult words for now. You have to prioritize simple words, verbs, adjectives, nouns, so you can use them in sentences. Another thing also, Mon, is when you try to learn new English words, do not just memorize the words. Okay, because this is what we usually do. We just translate and then we just memorize, right? But it's not enough. You have to practice using it in sentences. Okay?
yeah,
So once you learn the word, automatically make a sentence, a complete sentence out of it. You have to practice using these words in sentences because for the IELTS speaking, you have to answer in complete sentences. Okay? Do not just translate and memorize. You can translate, you can memorize, but make sure that you're going to use those words in sentences. Okay? Another thing, do not forget to check the correct pronunciation also. Okay? So once you try to learn a new English word, you can check Google for the correct pronunciation. So in that way, at least if you learn a word, then you know the meaning and you know how to say it properly. Okay? Got it, Mon? Okay, that's good. And for the IELTS speaking, generally, especially for part three, okay, especially for part three, you have to give more explanations. Okay, for part three, you need to give extended answers. What does it mean? You have to give long answers, not just the direct and then the simple ones. Now, teacher, how am I going to do that one? Okay, first, you can give more explanation. You have to give more reasons. For my students, I always encourage them to give two reasons because again, we need to extend. Why? Because you have to use a lot of vocabulary for your answers. Okay, that is to show that you have a flexible vocabulary, that you know a lot of English words. So you have to give long answers. So you can give two or more reasons, explain, you can give further reasons, or you can give examples. For as long as you're going to use words, you're going to use sentences next time. Okay? But
Yes.
for now, Mon, yes, improve your vocabulary. You have to learn a lot of English words. Create simple sentences. Simple sentences for now, it's fine. And then for speaking part 3, then you have to give extended answers. Okay? Okay, so Mon, do you have questions?
Yes.
Okay, so I will be ending the call now. Have a nice afternoon, Mon. See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.